I'm free. I'm free to be myself, and I'm liberated, and I like doing sex and stuff, and I'm free in sex. What am I doing? My intros are getting crazier and crazier. My name is Alex, and I'm a sex coach, and today I'm talking about the concept of sexual liberation and being liberated sexually, and what this really means, and what you should really be shooting for when you're shooting for sexual liberation. Because I think this term gets twisted a lot by, honestly, politics and some other movements and other people online sending the wrong message. I want to clear it up. I want to give you the right information, what it really truly means to be sexually liberated. And yeah, let's do it. So, when people speak of sexual liberation, it usually comes with the connotation of they're not following this monogamous structure that society has kind of deemed right for thousands of years, and they're kind of diverting from that, and they're having more casual sex, and they're really just having sex for enjoyment rather than kind of the societal or religious themes of procreation and being abstinent until marriage. People kind of equate this sleeping around, casual sex, to sexual liberation, and that is completely not the case. In fact, if you are sleeping around with random people, you're probably less sexually liberated than if you were to connect truly with someone and have this bonding relationship, monogamous relationship, where you're just kind of as one during sex. And I'm going to explain why all of this makes sense and why your idea of sexual liberation might not be entirely true, and what you should be shooting for when you shoot for true sexual liberation. So true sexual liberation to me is the concept or the idea that you are free to express yourself during sex. You are free to be yourself, completely immersed in the moment. You are not stressed, you are not insecure, you are open and mindful and non-judgmental when it comes to sex. It means that when you have sex, you are in the moment. You're not thinking about other things. You're not worrying about other things. You are yourself. You are enjoying the experience for what it is. And you are connecting with someone, truly connecting with someone. It also means that you are non-judgmental when it comes to sex. It means that when someone has a certain fetish or fantasy or kink, you are not judgmental. You are not dismissive of their sexual desires. And you are not mean or offensive or insulting if someone wants to do something sexually and you think it's weird or uncomfortable or not your thing. When you are truly sexually liberated, then you understand that everyone is different in what they like during sex. And there's nothing wrong with being different inherently. Humans are different in almost everything. We have different music tastes, food tastes, sexual partner tastes, appearance and attraction tastes. I mean, the list goes on and on. And so that list extends in sexual preference. And so individual sexual preferences, that's just what they are. They're individual sexual preferences. And there's nothing that should say about a person in their everyday life or their life in general. Your sexual identity is your sexual identity. It's nothing more than that. And so to judge someone based on what they like is as dumb as judging someone on something like music that is so purely subjective that it doesn't really matter what your opinion is on music. These are non-quantifiable things. You can't run statistical analysis on sexual preference. It's just, that's what it is. So don't judge people for this subjective opinion they have. That is sexually liberating, and you will feel it if you kind of let go of your judgment. You'll feel that shift. You understand that people have different desires, different needs, and that you do too, and you wouldn't want someone to judge you based on your sexual desires and needs, and neither would they. And what this non-judgment does is that it establishes, when you have a sexual relationship with someone, it establishes this safe, comfortable environment in which your partner can then be sexually liberated and express themselves freely, be engaged, be immersed in the experience, and kind of lose themselves to that experience and be sexually liberated alongside of you as well. Being sexually liberated also means that you are not seeking multiple partners or random sexual partners to have random sexual encounters and casual sex. It's actually quite the opposite. It means that you know what good sex, what the best sex is, and the best sex is always in a relationship where you can get to know someone on a deeper level. They can get to know you on a deeper level, and you can kind of mold your sexual designs and the sex you're having. You can mold it into whatever fantasies you can possibly think of, and you can act them out with this partner. So if you know that, then you know that sleeping around with strangers is not going to help you achieve that goal. It's just going to be random sex that you are just guessing what your partner likes. Or not even that, you're just going in selfishly, doing what you like in hopes that maybe your partner will get off too randomly. You don't know though, and they don't know either, they're doing the same thing. And that is not liberating at all. Wouldn't liberating sex be the best sex you can possibly have? And if the best sex you can possibly have is this free, safe sex with someone that you know and trust, and you can just design your fantasy sex with that person, that would be the best sex that I can think of, and it is the best sex. Not even that I can think of, it just is the best sex. That is way more sexually liberating than just making sex this conquest or this number games where you're just trying to sleep around and bang as many people as you possibly can. That's not going to lead to good sex. It's going to lead to maybe you look cool on some pickup artist forum on the internet, and that's about it. So if you want to be sexually liberated, then you must kind of dig deep within yourself and change yourself and become this person that is free of insecurities and stresses when it comes to sex. And you're free of judgment of other people and what they desire during sex. And then finally, you're seeking the best sex you can possibly find, which is with a steady partner, a partner that knows you. It doesn't have to be monogamous, but the best sex is with someone that you know extremely well, not just someone you met at the bar or on the street or whatever it is. It's someone that you've gotten to know, you feel comfortable with, so that you can just lose yourself and be completely free and liberated. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, do me a favor and subscribe, because more subscribers would be awesome. And then also for you guys, I'm doing daily uploads so you can just come back and every day just get cool sex advice and really philosophy of sex and psychology of sex. Psychology is my background, and so I am kind of trying to mold the internet sex advice scene into more of a psychologically based scene and more of a philosophy based scene, rather than just tips and tricks on how to bang and finger and do oral and all that kind of stuff. So if you like that message, then do subscribe, leave me a like, let me know that you like that message, leave me a comment and I'll answer as many as I possibly can. But to those of you that have stuck around, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys.